every wrestler thinks it's so easy to write a wrestling show. Like anybody can write a wrestling show. And I'm like, to me, that's the equivalent of somebody telling me, hey, Vince, listen, you're going to work a 20-minute match with Stevie Ray, and Stevie Ray's going to call it out in the ring. Go ahead. Okay, that's the equivalent to me. I shit my pants. But, bro, like every wrestler thinks they can write a show. And I'm trying to explain to Glenn, bro, it is not easy when you are writing 3-month story arcs, 6-month story. You have no idea how difficult that is. Yeah, bro, you can write a show. Anybody can write a show. But if you're talking about stringing together show after show after show, 3-month story, 6-month story, a year story, bro, I am telling you as a writer, that is very difficult to do. It is hard to do, but Glenn always gets in the argument with me. Wrestling doesn't need writers. The boys can do what writers do, and I disagree strongly with that, Stevie. What's your take on that?
You know what? I would looking at it from how Glenn is looking at it. I would say that applied years and years and years ago in the territories. But once you're talking about mainstream television, once professional wrestling has gone mainstream, and now you're not competing against other wrestling shows anymore, you are competing against television shows and things of that nature. It's no way you have to, because now as time goes on progressively and perpetually rather, then you have to change with the times. You know, arguments that you and I have had before. So once you got into mainstream, well, the people from the 60s and 70s and early 80s, when you start the territory start to subside somewhat, it's not the same. You can call that as you go. You know, 3 people can get together and we'll do these 2 angles for these guys, and y'all do this and blah, blah, blah. And the reason I say that is because I worked in WCW.
Right.
I worked where I saw things get thrown against the wall to see if it sticks. I was a part of angles that made no sense whatsoever. And you can't do that from week to week and survive as your audience is changing mentally as to what they see on a daily basis. You will eventually just powder out. It'll eventually just explode, kind of like the Soviet Union. You can only make so many planes and ships and the guys in the top of the government stealing all the money. You can only do that for so long before we have to break all this up. So I can see your point of view. No, but writing a real show as to how things, you know, go from one stage to 1 week and boom, 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 boom. Kind of like, you know, like you see on Dallas, the TV show Dallas.
Right.
Okay. The man broke up with his wife in January. You know, by the end of the season, they don't get back together till the next season.
Right.
But you have to go back to what made them break up from the season before that. So everything goes
hard, bro. It's hard.
Well, I'm just saying, and the reason I say that, I relate it to how people write sitcoms or how people write some of these shows that I'm not gonna say a daily sitcom because they can film a lot of that and then just put 30 minutes on per day. You know what I'm saying? So they got wiggle room. But you know, some of these other shows that you see that are, you know, episodic, that go from week to week, brother, the writers are the real, and I've been saying this for years because I've worked behind the scene a little bit. The writers are the people that really make it go.
Bro, I hope you enjoyed that clip. Please remember to ring the bell to get notified, subscribe, and share. And also remember, if you want more premium content, just go to russosbrand.com and patreon.com/Russo TWC. You will get 12 shows a week for under the price of $10. Russo's brand, where pros are pros.